Okay. Yeah, so let's draw some more Scott Robertson stuff. Так. Okay, let's see. So here will be a horizon line, the vanishing point on horizon line, a y-axis, and this z-axis, right? And we look for x-axis and y. Okay, let's make y vanishing point here. Can you see it? Okay. And x, so x I will do like a perpendicular to y-axis. So here we have this 90-degree angle. And now between this straight line and curve horizon line, we draw in the middle. So we have like kind of like a cut in half this shape, right? And now we have two shapes. Now we have these two curves, which I also can cut in half. And now we have this curve and this straight, which I also cut in half. And this is how we get transition from straight line to this curve. And here we can like just continue. Same approach here. So we make like curve through y vanishing point. It's a x. It's x. So now I have this curve and this straight of x axis. Yeah. Now I again subdivide in the middle, then I subdivide each half. So it's kind of very simple principle. You can subdivide as many times as you want. Just important, start from two opposite lines, subdivide in half, and then and then just keep subdividing. Так, so let's see. Hello, bros. Oh, nice. So, is this useful perspective for beginners? Так. So let's see. Cool, nice. Nice. All right. Так, anyway, so here I drew this. Whoops. What the hell? We begin with this. Then we make curve. Say like this. Transfer. Curve. Well, let's maybe make it more interesting. What if do it like this. So here we have point. Так. Let's do here. Point. Anyway. Так, yes. Boring one. Just first warm up. Let's draw now. Real one. Так. So, let's see. So here is the vanishing point, horizon line, is the axis. Let's do y axis. Yeah, I do some digital art, but generally for motorcycle book, for example. Так. You can also see I have some shorts with motorcycles. Так, so let's see. It's because for a book it's very convenient. I can make like a drawing for like clean illustration, so then I don't need to scan, right? Because like digital does look perfectly clean, and sometimes if you want good quality scan of your work, you need to go to like some scan service to have good quality. Anyway, so digital just can be more convenient because it's super clean, and then let's see, and then I can make some process video, right? Like it's a record process, so I can make some posts on YouTube or Instagram. Так, so let's see here. But I just more enjoy draw with real materials. It's just more fun. And I also like to have like original work which I can like exhibit or sell. Так. let's see. So, because I see like digital only like a necessary thing. So when it's just really help for like save time or yeah, usually it's just like make work faster or have like some benefits like video recording. But for it's not fun at all because it's just you don't feel essence. Так. Let's see. Details and perspective. For example, what do you mean? What kind of details? Так. And this here. So what we have this. Because like perspective, it's about structure. So for example, you draw some stuff, right? You just doodle, you like a drawing shapes, like eyeball and everything, right? Like what kind of shape, outline, cross line, all this stuff. But when you draw something complex, you might be lost, right? You just kind of, you're not sure. Like what is the actual form, like where this line should go. Like you don't see like entire structure. And especially like kind of like a distortion in perspective, change of proportion, stuff like this. So you use perspective to help you see better, so you better understand form, you better understand like how to map things. So basic structure is like a map for your details, right? But so then when you draw details, it's like you going back again. So it's like when you're done with the structure, then you say, okay, now I will just draw freehand over structure. Like imagine, like if you're like a drawing on a surface, like if I have, I can draw just on a paper pretending I see form of this thing, right? Or I can actually draw this form, right? So now I have this kind of illusion, imitation of form of this object. And now if I draw like a writing something, like, you know, like hello, right? It's just freehand drawing. It's not like I using perspective to write this word. Yeah, perspective it is. Perspective is there as like establish as an underlying structure. So instead of just writing kind of hello with one L in a kind of empty space, right? I already have form. So in same I can do like whatever details, right? Like I don't know, like mouse bite some of it, right? So once I have form, which perspective help me to figure out like this form, right? Then I can do whatever. It's like a knife cuts, some scratch, dust, right? And you go for details doing this stuff. So basically on this detail stage, perspective is done, right? So I don't do perspective anymore when I work with details, but I kind of play in rules which perspective establish. So and this thing is like more of a practice. It's if you will try to kind of learn how to build every line, it's just kind of little overkill. It's like you doing, from my opinion, it's like you're going too far. So don't need to calculate geometry of every scratch, every tiny detail, kind of, you know. So like even like maybe like some character here standing on this stuff, like what should I kind of draw anatomy for him first? No, it's just like too much, right? So you with the practice you learn how to kind of find like perfect balance for yourself, and to learn to find this perfect balance actually helps to watch other artists' works, right? So you see like, okay, wait a second, if I want to draw like I don't know, like Kim Jong-il, right? I don't need like 100% perfect perspective. It's just like he don't have such perspective, so why should I have? So you kind of like from time to time you just kind of, let's say, verify. You verify with your process, you verify with other artists. You see it's like, okay, where he's just doodling and where he's like building structure in the space. And so you can like a switch. Okay, now I build in perspective, now I just doodle. Now again I build in, now again I doodle. Kind of this. Nice. Hello, Mr. Tyler. Thank you. Thank you for feedback. Так. Let's see. So, and this kind of like it's a exercise for your brains, just to improve your ability to work with 3D form, because this is like I kind of put myself in a situation which I need to figure out. You know, it's like you, I don't know, it's like you're this kung fu movie, like you go in a gym, like a karate gym, and you scream like, I will fight strongest guy here. Okay, now let's see what happened, kind of, can you will you manage or not? So here is like, first I make perspective grids, then I say, okay, it will be this curvature. Now I need to manage what will happen. So how will I able to calculate all elements of this structure? Kind of playing it like a game, also is some kind of like detective work, you know. It's like you use a method to figure out, find solution. A method very simple. It's like everybody who have Scott Robertson How to Draw book, you learn it like in 1 hour and couple hours. You already understand it. But then here it goes experience, right? And this experience is all about put yourself in actual situation and start to apply method. Because it's basically everything is like logic, right? It's just about logic. So, and we can say, yeah, it's always just logic, but how to use it? You only understand from practice, because you might you can be perfectly quote logic principles, I say yeah, I know logic, but yeah, anyone can remember its principles, but how actually about applying them? Do you know? It's like everybody watch wrestling something, right? And at certain moments start to feel like they can fight anyone. There's some people like that. There's I know. Yeah, people who never fight and they watch some movies where it's some absolutely unrealistic fighting scenes, and then these people going outside and trying to repeat. So let's see. And they got kind of reality check, very uncomfortable. Let's see, so how it goes here. Okay. Hello, Charlene. No, it's a beginning. Yeah, beginning. Now today, kind of unusual time. Let's see. Because here I practice, this how to track all this structure, because one thing is just understand how it works. Other things, it's really manage to do all this. It can be crazy, very tricky. And more you do it. So here. Oh, okay, so it's going like this. And after drawing this stuff, you just change your brain, right? So now your brain is just became like this, like a ninja. So we have this surface. And now let's draw this object cut through surface. So I'll kind of emphasize visible part with a black color. Так. dun, 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 dun. So it go. So now we see this point going up, following y, and up, intersect, kind of engage with the middle line of this surface. Right, then we have these 2 points moving up, moving let's this first. Yeah, so let's go same following, and here, whoa, crazy, so close. Now we make this perpendicular line, like following x-axis, and now we're doing this following y, and this following y. And here we get like these 3 points here on the surface. Now, like we have this curve here, I need to transfer this curve here on this surface. And I can like just eyeball it, but it's not guaranteed it will be right. To make it sure, I make more points, right? Let's take more extra points. So it's going here, going up. Here we have this point. Up intersects here. Up. Up. Okay, so now it's more convenient because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like a children drawing, remember? We are like everybody in the childhood. Because it's so satisfying. You make like very simple operations and you get some drawing you normally cannot draw, right? Just connecting dots, and you have like Jim Bond on a picture. Ray Dive, hello. No, I don't know what this like drawing journal. I think kind of like my vision of this is like you should, first of all, you should orient into your like professional career. So figure out for yourself what will be your like professional schedule, because like you will be like working in some studio, then it's like how people work in there, you can research, right? So it's like they're working like 8 hours, 5 days a week, for example, right? So like artists like Daniel Warren Johnson, for example, he has this video where he talking about like when he was making his own projects for himself, he just imagine like he tell himself like he should approach it like if somebody hire him. So imagine like you being hired, right? So just how much time you will work. Because, you know, one thing is just draw from time to time. Other thing is when you really professional artist is like super different, because you draw like almost full day. And you cannot realistically, right? You cannot do like 7 days, like whole time drawing. It's just inhumane. So at least I will kind of consider at least train yourself to work like a average work time, like 8 hour, 5 day a week. That's it. So it's like you write for yourself. Like for writers, for example, like it's absolutely necessary, I think, to read a book from how's this guy? Just, who wrote Shining? Who wrote Shining? This guy, writer, like super famous. I just forget name for this awkward. Stephen King. Stephen King, yeah. So Stephen King have book about writing, and he also mentions this stuff like in his public speeches where he does this kind of like meeting with the readers. He always talking about this. He have like very, very firm schedule. It's like kind of 5 day a week or every day, I forget. Like he in the morning he wrote like certain amount of pages for like 3 hours or 4 hours, something like this. So just like, and he did this like 40 years in a row, something like this. Just like train his brain like every day, same time. He see, and it's not so much time, just like 3 or 4 hours, something like that. And it's insanely, he's the most productive writer in like at least among writers who live in right now, I think. He work just have this simple schedule, which is like, it's like how to say, religiously following, right? It's your duty, kind of. Так, so I was talking, and I think something been wrong here. No, it was wrong. Stephen King, yeah, still working on a motorcycle book. Because this motorcycle book was like, you keep finding something you need to add to this book, you know. It's like this Godfather. Like when I was thinking I already finished with this book, there again something I need to add. So, because I didn't know there is so much stuff about motorcycles. It's crazy. Так, so let's see this middle line here. Okay, yeah, we'll just go this way. But it's definitely, it will be like absolutely like unique. You never seen any book like this. And I just want to make it really, I want to be proud of it, you know. I don't want to like feel embarrassed. It's like, say, it's a really cool book, but it's lazy work. No, it should be not maybe not perfect, but it should be really, really clear and without BS, you know. Everything should be like high quality material. So, and I just like constantly, you need like double check everything. It's like to make sure I don't say anything stupid, like watch a lot of videos, read stuff like about different type of motorcycles, about all these configurations. They have so many configurations. It's crazy. It's basically, it's like another thing which you, when you do it, it looks like impossible. It looks like it should take like whole my life to do. But I will finish it this year for sure. Так. It's like I wasn't expect like engine chapter will be so complex. But if I knew better before, it should be obvious, because basically motorcycles, it's about engine. So people who really understand motorcycles are like, what is great about motorcycles? It's about engine. That's it. It's just like, you know, you have this huge thing, this engine here, and you sit, yeah, basically just engine, wheels, and a seat. And people just riding their engines on the streets. So it's kind of for engine geeks. Motorcycles, it's for people who obsessed with engines. So it's like, that's why chapter, not even chapter, like I have like very, very little about electric motorcycles, because it's like so boring. Electric motorcycles, like, it's like, I even don't know, compare what, yeah, vegetarian meat, kind of, you know. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Tyler. Так. It's like electric motorcycles, like you take everything out and it's just like a bicycle, like self-driving bicycle. That's it. Так.
Madness. This is Jane Bond art.
Oh. Just bought today. It's so crazy. Like no trigger control, nor muzzle discipline. Madness. Just look at this. It's so cool. Some Leon professional stuff. But here kind of some design mistake. It should be like this, so you can kind of connect. But anyway, I can do, I think I can do like, maybe I can do this way. Yeah. It will be my extender, and it have light. It's so cool. Yeah, just buy in a shop near my house. Not expensive. Maybe I should buy like more of them, like engrave Jim Bond and sell for you. Will be my Jim Bond merch. Так. Even have a light. Some special operation drawing. Hey. Так, yeah, let's draw some Black Ops perspective drawing. Так. And need some music. Так. So. Yeah.
Ασπιδημένα της αγάλετε και παραθάμνο ευέτω εξ αυτής κτίζομαι ο κακείο αυτόν εξεσάωσα.
Так. So.
Όσον ζεις φαινούμι δεν ολοσί Λείπου προσολίγων αισθήτω ζήν Το τέλος ο χρώμος απαιτεί
Так. It's like drawn perspective feel like play Doom or like Call of Duty. Так. Так. Let's also make like in the middle. Так. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, here. Так, let's stop for a second. Yeah, so talking also about like how to discipline or organize yourself. It's very interesting, like how much like psychology talk about this, like around this topic, when in reality it's always very simple. In reality, it's just like if you like, you should have like experience of work on any job, right? So when you work somewhere, you realize how much it's kind of horrible, right? It's just like how much you don't want to do this anymore. So, and only option, what option you have in your life, right? If you are not like son of a trillionaire or something like that. So option is like do what other people tell you, or start to do your thing, like choose to do something yourself, and kind of how to say, kind of make it profitable, so you don't need to work for somewhere else, right? And every time when you feel like you want to procrastinate, every time when you feel like I'm not sure, maybe I'm not good enough or whatever, right? You just remind yourself, like say, okay, it's always, you always have this like option. Okay, just go somewhere where somebody will give you a job, or keep doing, keep trying your thing. Keep digging, keep kind of figuring it out. If it's like, if you're not sure yet what exactly you want to do, okay, it's like in your interest to figure it out. It's in your interest. And when you know, when you find kind of your niche, you find like direction, okay, it's in your own interest, like to really make it happen, right? And faster you realize is like in your interest, and it's only your responsibility, because only you know what you want. So you can say like somebody like a kind of to have to be in environment or somehow like find like a job of a dream, like some fantastic job. But then if hard kind of circumstances force you to make your own thing, maybe eventually it will look like actually you've been lucky one, right? because this how like emerge all these like fantastic creators. Because like, you know, so many story about artists, manga artists who's like been working their job, but then they just decide they want to become artist. So like I hear this guy, artist of I never read it actually, how it's called. Power Lane or something like this. About pirates. Так. So here again, let's do this thing. Так. Maybe this time it will be like a sharp, like this. One side round, other side sharp. This high. Because kind of like being an artist, like in the core, I think it's self-driven thing, right? Because like we can talk about like career, but also every picture, every artwork kind of you do, it's exactly the same thing. It's like nobody forcing you to make it, right? There is no other quality kind of control guys. It's entirely on you. Like only you know exactly when it's done properly and like when it's been like half-ass, like a lazy work, right? It's kind of your vision. You're responsible for your work. So I think it's important kind of to remind yourself. So it will be not much like overthinking with all this psychology kind of, it's like even procrastination kind of also, I don't like this word. All this is just lazy and irresponsible. It's like you responsible or not, that's it. Like you choose what you want to do, right? So now you know what you want to do, you have no excuse. But then you start to kind of like whining, being like naughty and stuff, you know. And just be honest for yourself. Say like, yeah, I just given up. I just when like first obstacles make you rethink your plans, right? So what the hell is that? It's like you just being so soft. How about your plans? How about your fantastic dreams and stuff? You will like abandon them just because suddenly it's not so easy as you expected, kind of, right? Так. So here. So it's kind of your own inner battle, right? Which practically nobody care about this. It's like really, it's your own issue, it's your own problem. Like everybody has this, everybody figuring it out somehow. It's like, because I think if like we look around, right, it's kind of like world is a little like predatory, right? People want you to do what they want from you. So how you expect somebody will like really care about your self-control, like your self-growth, right? So they just want your money, they want your resources. And it's like, it's a luxury when there's somebody really care about you. And is not only luxury, but you also should cherish this, right? Because if you like rely too much on people care, you became abuser. You became like your abuser people kindness. Like they try help you, they be nice to you, and you being just lazy ass crying bitch, you know? So don't escape from your own responsibilities. That's kind of what I think important to remember sometimes, right? How simple it is. So we don't need to kind of put all these terms on it. Basically, it's all just commercializing people laziness. Gives them like some noble, like you're not lazy, you know, it's a procrastination. It's kind of intelligent and noble thing. Whatever. Maybe intelligent, you're intelligent, lazy ass. Then. Так. So let's see. Which is dumb, right? So it's kind of oxymoron. Like, how smart are you if you're not aware you're just being lazy and trying to sell yourself your laziness in a beautiful package and find somebody who can take this burden, shares this burden with you, so it will feel not so heavy. It's like, oh, somebody support me. Oh. Why you even wish anything if you're not ready for what it takes, right? So, or you like being just like this Buddhist or whatever people who's like, okay, I just don't want to wish anything because it's a trouble, right? Just like lay on the ground. What's this? Or if you want something, okay, learn to go for it. Learn to be kind of take responsibility and do what is required, right? Like what is necessary to do. Так. So let's see what happened here. So it's kind of hypocrisy, basically, right? Yeah, it's my pencil rifle. Yeah, Mr. Tyler. Making comics, it's brutal. Yeah, agree. It's like people have no idea how difficult to make comic books. Okay, it's just here. It's like I've been doing one comic book a long time ago with a writer friend. So she writes script, and I just need to draw, right? Yeah, just draw, and it's crazy, man. It's crazy because like then I figure out like how much work I should do aside from just drawing. You know, like you need to find all these references. Like, yeah, script is fine, good. But how about like character design? How about finding all these like locations, props? Like what kind of clothes? Like I have no idea about like woman attire, right? Like what is luxury clothing? Like if there's some luxury party, what should I draw? So I need to spend a lot of time for all this research, need to kind of become expert in everything. This is wow. So you need really like a team assistants who will like kind of collect all information, whatever, how you do it. Like we watch Akira manga, for example, right? I can see how many reference work been done there. They must have like a library, like team of geeks, really like to see all this like vehicles, military stuff, battle ships, airplanes. It's a lot of should be a lot of visual library just for all this stuff. Like interiors of the tanks, battles. Yeah, yeah, making comics like making book about motorcycle. And, but actually making comics even harder. Так, okay, anyways, so it's kind of this. Because with all technical kind of issues, aspects of making comics, there is like a huge creative aspect of making your point, right? So it's like, first of all, comic books should be about telling people something. Like you want to prove certain point. So you need to have some interesting point. You need to have like strategy, like creative vision. Yeah, it's very cool. Yeah, for me, hardest part of writing comic book, it's to write something. Page layout and storytelling. Так, so let's do again some perspective grids. Let's here will be like 5-point perspective, so it's a z vanishing point. What is your comic book about? It's like fiction or some kind of slice of life drama. Так. Yeah, for me, hardest thing about comic book is like I have too high. It's like my requirements too high for a comic book, for a story. So, and I did like exercise to fight this perfectionism. And this exercise was like, I have this couple big sketchbooks with comic books I draw without any plot. So I was just like drawing random story. I have like a video about this. I've been showing this comic book. So, and yeah, it really works, and it's amazing stuff. It can be actually like kind of comic book itself, just let's say stream of conscious in the form of comic book. Some of kind of like a David Lynch. Так. So let's see. But then, okay, I've been drawing a couple comic books like this. Now I want to draw some kind of normal plot, right? Так. So let's say one curve will be here. Classical kind of story. Так, let's do some crazy stuff. Yeah. Or demon. Demon. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Tyler, have you seen? Yeah, see you later, Charlene. Mr. Tyler, have you seen this my video about with a comic book? Так. Okay, let's just do simple curve here. So have like this. Maybe I should make stream again. I can like read in comic book at the stream. So okay, silly. But I really love this process. It was fantastic. You know, it's some kind of like when you should try, you know, maybe like make like fanzine with 20 pages, and like one day you draw one page just from left to right and of top down, whatever, you know, just off any criticism, and you just start like maybe some characters standing, and all you need to think it's about kind of variety, right? Like Marvel method. So you change type of shot, like here, like full like how's it called, close up, then it's some kind of full shot, maybe some down shot, up shot. You play like with the panels, so create some interesting composition variety. But story, you kind of figuring out story in the process. It's like you random character in the first page, on the first panel, and then is like, okay, what he will do, and it's like kind of your brain like exploding. And just every day, like exercise, you draw in one page of this comic book. And I don't know, if you like in a month you make 30 pages, then you can choose, like some of them will be golden. Some of these pages, you just look at like, I have no idea how this happened. It's just like miracle kind of, it's like, it's really interesting experience. It feels like a comic book, like really living its own life, and you being just like writing it, like you being just showing it, revealing, but it have its own life. So I think it was really, really interesting thing to discover with this type of drawing. Yeah, and you can choose like 10 or 20 from them and make a fanzine. I think it's kind of decent project. Call it like crazy stuff from my head. Так. Так, so here. So Scott Robertson in 5-point perspective. Dun, 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 dun. Так. Yeah, I have like some characters appear like this. So now I have like about 5 characters who've been appearing like this in the pages when I've been just stream of conscious drawing comic book. And it's just like, they just like be like walking in my paper. And the thing is, it's like they're so vivid, like I can really feel them. And I know like I will never be able to make this kind of characters like forcefully, just sitting like, how they say, like methodically build their character. No, they just like appear. Так. And if you read Miyazaki, right, this what happened for him too. Because then I was reading some interview with Miyazaki, like how he wrote, for example, Totoro, right? Like, do you know? I keep telling this stuff many times. So Miyazaki, when he started Totoro from a scene, he just like see in his mind. So it was just like picture appear in his mind, like I'm not sure, like it was 2 girls, like kind of like 2 girls waiting bus in the rain, and they're some kind of creature or from like spirit of nature, this kind of Japanese culture stuff. So, and then he was just like keep watching this situation. So sometimes he just going back, like this thing is real in his head. So he tell himself he believe it's real. So somehow he just like discovered it, like just like boom, like jump, and he see like this place somewhere. It's really exists somewhere, and he look at this. And then he say he like from time to time he returned to this place and would just watch what happened. So he watched like, oh, there's bus arrive, right? And there's like, oh, what kind of bus? So he kind of look clearly, it's like a cat bus, for example, right? And then he say like he's just go there and start to walk this road. Like what I will see if I will go this side. And he like walk and walk, okay, there will be like a fields, this house, this stuff, what I will see if I will go other side, and stuff like this. So he was just exploring world inside his mind. And he kind of says like this approach he always use for his stories. Isn't crazy? So it's not like a metaphor, you know, it's like, yeah, let's like people think it's metaphor, right? But for Miyazaki, it's exactly like what he's doing. Yeah, so I say like imagination, it's something very, it's a crazy thing, you know, like it's something science don't really know what is it. Let's say. So we just live in this like trivial world, right? When everything should be trivial, everything should be like secular, like have like this stupid knife, how they call it, knife, you know, which like everything should have like simple explanation. No, it's not. It's actually not work. It's just some kind of like intellectual manipulation people use for as argument. It's not like it doesn't real. Akam knife or blade, things like this. Good movies. Recently, I've been watching Wire. You know Wire? So like I don't know like any good movies right now. Right now, like everything seems like horrible. But you should watch Wire. It's just beautiful work. It's already has some kind of subversive narratives there, but it's beautiful. It's so masterful. It's fantastic work. I just been mind blown. The Wire. Also, actually, like this Narcos, like about Escobar. Why I like it? Because I think it's also have very good classical thing about. It's basically, you know, it's what is history in a school program like, right? It's like this Netflix Narcos. People just telling stories, right? So take some like real events with real people and telling you story about this. So you watching, like you really like identify yourself with them, like you love and hate them. You kind of like, yeah, kind of. I can understand this Escobar guy. Like he's like passion for this like power games kind of, right? Like I want to be like strongest monkey, stuff like this. And also you kind of like disgusted about like how kind of sociopath and psychopath he is, you know. And I think it's also kind of beautiful thing, like high quality work, because like to have like like really kind of complete picture, like three-dimensional picture, let's say, like image, right? You need to really look at this situation from outside and from inside for a certain degree, kind of, right? So, and when you kind of can see like, yeah, because I for me in real life, a long time ago, it was kind of serious question. I was like so surprised, like how people can be narcissist psychopaths and care of their family, for example. You know, they like behave like absolute monsters towards certain people, but then they go back home and they're like kind of like being so emotional and kind of caring persons. And I think this somehow showing it how like they basically answer is that they don't consider you as a human. So this kind of psychopaths, they only think their family is a human, like real people, and all other is just like animals, like a cattle, you know. There's some kind of like a special kind. Так. And this Narcos, he kind of expressing, kind of showing this very, very well. Так. Oh, here's so crazy curve. This one, like, whoosh. Yeah, see you later, bro. Так. Так. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Так, what's this? Let's go here. Let's go here. So, you know, it's like, with this thing, it's already like hard to explain what actually is happening here, right? I don't even try because it's so many lines. Так. Just make sure. Yeah, I tried to watch that session, but I don't know. Somehow it's... Maybe I will try again. Oh my cat, wake up. Crazy cat. Так. Here's this. Great. Wait. Так. So let's see what happened here. Cat, I'm busy. Так. Yeah, this place crazy here. Так. So, okay, so curve should go the other way. Let's see. Okay, so we have these points, curve, go like this. Так, so then let's go. This. This. So we have 1, 2, 3. Так. Need now this point. So have this center line. Let's go here, and center line of this form will intersect here. Yeah, this here is crazy. So, but you see again, it's just test on will I remember in a moment like how it works, because it's just kind of making panic, making you nervous. Just amount of lines you need to follow. Так. Center line here. This go here. This go here. So it's not clear. Then I go further. Further. Okay. Yeah. Here. Okay, so this what should be. So I have okay, so this line here, this here, start from here to here, it will be kind of like a mirroring this center line on this surface. Interesting. Okay. Because this line kind of go here, and this goes here. So here we can see. Yeah. Second.
This is Jane Bond art.
Так. Yeah, I have a video about drawing spiral case in perspective. You can search on my channel. Так. Let's see. Make me lost my focus. Так. Annoying cat. So now feel this. Yes. Oh, what I struggle to draw. Almost everything. Yeah. The because it's it's incredibly there is so much space to like top quality, let's say. You can keep discover masters who are on another level than you, and they're doing some stuff which you wish to do. So, and at least like talking about like comic books. Yeah, I kind of like struggle when it's actual comic book page, right? You need to draw people in action in different poses. So it's like you need to be confident with gestures, shapes, anatomy. So it's just like require more practice of drawing comic book pages. Also kind of like drawing vehicles. I'm not on a Scott Robertson level, but I wish to be there, and I think it's achievable. It's not like inhumane skill. I think I will definitely learn this. At least we'll be close to Scott Robertson. And yeah, make make shading, coloring. Like if you take some classic artwork, like golden era illustration, like how beautifully they made composition, coloring, shading, everything look fantastic. So, but I think some of this stuff, you just eventually you will need to realize is like you don't have time for all of this. So I will need to choose, like make super realistic kind of masterful paintings or my own comic books. Yeah. So it's not enough life to do it all, to master all this together. it's only possible, right, if you are like born in an artistic environment and you start very early, like building your foundations. Так, okay, so kind of this. Maybe we can even clean it a little. Yeah, animals. Yeah, at least I need to learn horses because it's very cool. But before I will do animals, I need to improve my human anatomy. Так, so let's see. Like this. So here Z, horizon line. Let's put my rifle here. Yeah, I was like in a art university, and like my teacher take us to museum to watch some like old students' works, you know, like from previous generations of students. And he like show around and stuff like this. And there's like fantastic oil paintings with, you know, there's like a story. Again, like composition amazing and colors, everything so fantastic. And I just ask like, I ask or he tell me, I don't know. So say like this painting, like dude paint kind of, he was like 9-year-old or something like this. It's like, what? Wait a second. It was like really not cracking, kind of. Yeah, there's like in Russia a lot of like St. Petersburg, like they have pre-student classes and their kids like making paintings like in a 12-year-old, they make already like super realistic and I mean like academical, very academical, sophisticated watercolors. Oh, look fantastic. And like I was showing like my friends in China, say look, guess like how old artists. So it's like this artwork made like not even a student. So these children who paint this work, they don't even call themselves artists, you know. It's kind of interesting because so many like amateurs, they rush to become artists. They like draw 20 pictures. They go to make these vanity exhibitions, show everybody like, look, I'm artist, I have my exhibition. And they're like a real hardcore artists there. Yeah, Picasso like just got bad company. Might be like really good artist. I mean, you know, like for me it's like huge fraud, all this Picasso stuff. some kind of like a psyop to make everybody believe it's real art. It's like I've been like trying all my life to see it this way, like lying to myself, pretending like everybody. No, I don't care. For me, it's a crap. Just dude, like it's like a one big prank, Picasso stuff, you know. He was just laughing his ass. I'm like Andy Warhol, you know, all this stuff. And I read like Andy Warhol book, and also been like kind of looking close to all this stuff. Yeah, I mean, just even he not consider himself artist. It's like it's more like performance, like a trolling or social experiment, you know, to be honest, right? All this stuff is just like social experiments. They've been trolling art and culture and see like, you know, how much crazy stuff you can do and you will make people believe it's like it's something valuable and like culturally valuable, you know. Oh, there is like many faces of Marilyn Monroe. Wow. Amazing. That's incredible. So much meaning there, right? So much of value kind of in this stuff. Just yeah. No, like he it's called like degeneracy, right? So, you know, alcohol, drugs, some like degenerate lifestyle can destroy people. Like he might be like amazing potential, like have, yeah, he might make so many great art, something really like beautiful and pristine, but he choose degeneracy, kind of, you know, this kind of rebel. I'm a rebel. Like, oh, let's break boundaries. It's like in South Park. I think it was like about this joke about Morpheus and all this kind of group of hackers who hack in Matrix. And so there's a Matrix, and they show them like a bunch of alcoholics, you know. So yeah, all these rebels, fighters with tradition, they're just a bunch of degenerates. That's it. Like Toulouse-Lautrec, you know, just like all this like prostitution, like they just kind of, yeah, like you say, bored, right? But you know, you might be bored and you go to walk in a park, right? Or make garden so you can take care of the flowers, or you run with your dog, you know, this kind of is bored. But if you're like go every day for bordel, drink non-stop, doing crazy stuff, like all your friends is crazy and you're crazy, it's not bored. It means like you're lost your mind. It's kind of, so he just got spoiled and became like a voice of decadence, you know, start to be like kind of legal, no, how to say, not legalizing, but promoting degeneracy, put it into museum, make everybody believe it's a great thing, you know. And so much like problems for nature because of this, because imagine like how many trees been cut for all these books and paper to write all these fraudulent theories about how much value and sense in this type of work, like how much is like evolution of artistic vision. So look, he reinvent something. That's kind of nonsense. And again, yeah, like with psychology, right? Like it's funny, like how you see people like put all this like terminology just to make people confuse, to make something clear appear like something very complex. Like, oh, it's really like complex problem here, complex issue. Так. Так. So. Let's go here. Let's go here. Crazy. So many points. Here. Oh, let's go. What? So it's like Picasso kind of, and other like artists who might make like really like great classical art. They just using their abilities for bad kind of cause, making wrong stuff, like harmful, even harmful, I will say. And they're doing it good, because they really they really cause harm with their work because they actually good artists. So like a good singer who like promoting bad ideas, like using their voice to glorify something very vulgar, right? Like a Lady Gaga kind of, for example. It's like have like amazing voice and talent and everything. Let's go like this here. Cool. See you later, Mr. Tyler. Так, so here we have this going a little outside. Так. Or maybe you can also consider, let's say, if art is some kind of private thing, if like Van Gogh just want to make his stuff and it's not his fault it's been promoted so widely, but no, I'm not sure. I need to more think about this. Anyway, as like phenomenon in general, I'm sure it's just performance, but how much blame Picasso himself for this, I'm not sure. After all, he have right like do whatever he want in his personal kind of his private time. Так, let's see. Here, let's do like this. So have Let's do a look here. Oh, okay, this one. Now we have right here. Better use red. And let's some music.
Ασπιδημένα της αγάλετε και παραθάμνο ευέτω εξ αυτής κτίζομαι ο κακείο. Αυτόν εξεσάωσα.
Так.
Όσον ζεις φαινού, μηδέν όλο εσύ. Λείπου πρόσω λίγον εστί το ζήν. Το τέλος ο χρώμος απαιτεί.
Так, that's crazy. So funny, like criticizing Picasso, and after listening this, but irony. Hello, welcome back. I don't know. This thing is crazy here. Так, let's take my rifle pen. Так. Use this super secret pen. Так. So let's see here. This like a shadow. So this here. Is so shadow like this. Yeah, here's so many crazy curves. Really like twisting my brains. Because like this one is not following perspective grid because it's like curved downwards. But this shadow, it's aligned with perspective grid. Так. So to grab it, so it will be more Picasso style. Так. So here. Here. Так. Also what we can see. Can see this part. Так. Again, to have this going here. No, it's so cool, so crazy. What happening here? Так, so same this. Curvature goes this way. This way. Так. Here goes this way. Так. So we have kind of this surface. Inside the surface, and draw this. Так. Here do 4. Так. Go like this. Так, and now other side. Так. Так. So here, yeah, forget also this. Go like that. So it's perfect. Yeah. So this kind of surface of a cut. That's crazy. Try to make it readable, more clear.